Alright, so the Crucible, there's a couple of ways you can go. Pretty much anything that's, I would say, if you're going to be working with aluminum and brass to a certain extent. I don't know so much about brass, so let's just talk about aluminum. Aluminum has a fairly low melting point, which is well below the melting point of steel. So pretty much anything that you can put together that's going to be fairly sturdy will handle melting aluminum. So what we did is I had a few of these empty bottles laying around, just a little propane hardware store torch supply bottle, okay, which I cut the top off of and ended up with that. Alright, and these are just these bolts are so that I can make a unit that actually I have a wire coat hanger that hangs down, picks this thing up, and allows me to pivot it for the pour. Now I suppose alternatively I could attach something back here, but so far we're working with very small quantities of metal. I just hook it with the coat hanger, you'll see when we do our pour video, and then I've got a set of salad tongs. I just grab the back of it and tilt it up. Works just fine. Again, we're dealing with very small quantities. This is our first crucible that we made. We made it out of the taller propane bottle. Worked just fine. The only thing about the smaller one is it's a little harder to get down in there to remove the dross. So what we've decided is we're going to have one small one, one large one to basically melt down scrap, so they're going to be dirty and nasty. And then we're going to have one dedicated to clean melts, where we only use clean ingots, so it's a little nicer, hopefully. You know, apparently from what I've read, every time you melt aluminum in one of these, it weakens it a little bit. So just be aware of that. You can buy the of course you can buy the graphite crucibles online. They're not terribly expensive. If we keep doing this, we'll probably go that route because it holds heat. One of the downsides of this one is it's so thin, as soon as you pull it out of the fire, it starts losing heat pretty rapidly. You know, it hasn't been a problem because we put everything really close together. And again, we're working with aluminum, which is a really nice, I'll call it a beginner metal. But if we were working with brass, it might be more of an issue keeping that metal nice and hot between the foundry and the pouring container. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I guess we'll see. Again, we're just getting started, so we're by no means experts, but this is what we're doing based on what I saw other people doing. So there you go.